This baby is the one I really want in my sewing room, Kyle.
Oh, I bet.
This mat
This came off.
that actually measures 24 inches by like 19 inches.
Oh, wow.
Actually like 26 inches if you go all the way from edge to edge.
Oh, okay, because this is another inch?
Yeah, approximately. Okay, so you can see here that again, I have just a big light table and then, so we've got 3
That's nice and
modes
bright.
of light right there. Isn't that great? This is a self-healing mat that rests on top of the glass light table, okay? So, and the fact that I can cut on this cutting mat with the light shining through is pretty awesome. Then again, for those of you who are crafters, scrapbookers, card makers, you've got some of the most common sizes right here. You have still your 30, your 45, your 60 degree lines going in every which way. This is going to be the perfect size for the fat quarter. Okay, so if you think about it, a fat quarter is 19 by 22. Well, this is going to be 19 by 26 approximately. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how simple it is to use this all together as one system. Because I've got this light underneath and I have the tempered glass on top. Okay, so this is on top of my CutterPillar. I was able to take my pattern and just place my background.
Oh, that's awesome.
Over top, right?
I don't have to go to the window or whatever.
Exactly. And then when I cut out my pieces, I could lay them exactly where I wanted them to go.
Nice.
Isn't that cool? The best part is I could take my iron
and not have to move that.
Exactly. So
because they'll shift.
I would use this to trace my appliques, and then I would just bring it right over here and iron them on. So it's all within one working area. For today, we are going to focus on this cute little tulip. And I'm going to use some Steam-A-Seam. I love Steam-A-Seam.
What's the difference?
Steam-A-Seam has a little bit of a tact to it. So you could use Heat and Bond Light as well. But the thing I like about Steam-A-Seam is that I could reposition my pieces. So see, if you were in your sewing room, you would do this right here.
Yes, this is awesome.
And when we do applique with the sewing machine, we just cut just outside of those lines. We do not cut directly on the lines. And here's another thing I love about this, Kyle.
Okay.
Let's say I've got this beautiful fabric here, and I want to fussy cut a certain piece.
Oh, good idea.
What I can do, I'm going to flip this around.
Because you're putting this on the back?
And I'm going to lift off one of the pieces. This is, again, for those of you who are using Steam-A-Seam.
How did you know what side to trace on?
There's a sticky side, and that's the one that you want to trace on the paper side of it.
The other one will be, when we take that off, it'll iron off?
Exactly.
Okay.
So see here, I can look right through there and see
and you could even
where
go like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and play with it.
Oh,
Where do you want this?
I really like
the top
those.
of this to be.
I like those.
You like those in there? Okay, perfect. Can you see how cool that is? That you can see through the fabric because of the light.
I didn't want all blue.
Exactly.
I don't see the flowers.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring it over here, and
you really are going to put it right on that glass.
Put it right on the glass.
Now that you've ironed it on there, you trim on the lines.
Yep.
Steam-A-Seam. And does it come like the Heat and Bond on the...
It does, but the difference is that Steam-A-Seam has a tack. So again, you can see that I am looking through. I have that light. Again, I can just bring it here. The nice thing is because it has that light tact, and I can see here I was a little crooked there.
The best part of this is that I don't have to go and take this over to the ironing board. That's a nice hot iron.
It is. Very handy to have a portable iron like this, right? And I would continue this process until my stem and my leaves are on, all the things, okay? So that's how I use the CutterPillar to get perfect placement.
So we grabbed the piece of tree paper piecing. And if you've ever done that, you have your little piece that you use for paper piecing. And you see if we put this on here that we can see, well, you'd actually use it this way. You can still see all of your outlines. So we're gonna turn this over.
Okay.
We're gonna fold this back so it's right on that perforation.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're going to cut that
And
off.
then we're going to
No?
cut that off.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
But we're going to use our add a quarter ruler. And on this side, it's got just a little bit of a lip. So we put that right up against that, and it's gonna add just a 1/4 inch seam allowance.
Oh,
Right there.
snifty. This is your travel one, guys. This is the travel one. It comes with a chargeable cord.
And it lasts 4 hours with a charge.
4, guys, 4 hours. And that is continuously being on.
So we were laughing.
Yeah,
We're like, this
so-
is when you're 40, 50,
60. When you purchase it, it comes with this and this.
And this is the grid mat, and this is a self-healing mat. So you can use your rotary cutter right on this to cut. So as you're looking at your fabrics, you can see them and cut.
Anybody that's going on a retreat and these are fabulous. I mean, because you can charge it and go, not have to worry about it, 4 hours, and then you can find a charger someplace else or back at the room or whatever.
If I'm working on applique pieces or
That would have
paper
been
piecing,
so nice.
if I'm weeding vinyl, for those of you who weed vinyl,
Yes.
this is perfect. And you could take this with you and
have to
just
tell
put
my
it
sister.
on your lap. Yes, definitely.
And in addition to that, you might be going, okay, so it's nice and everything, but I don't really want to throw this in the back of my car and get it scratched. Well, I've got something to solve that for you.
It does have
I didn't know that.
a little carrying case that you can purchase separately.
Definitely.
It allows you to put it in. That way you can take it to classes and retreats and all kinds of things, right? And
Darn
your
you.
little cord goes in here. Yeah, this is
I could
gonna
put it
be
away.
fun. I need one of both of these in my sewing room.
It's just like your little art studio right there.
I cannot even, I can't
so
even
excited
say
for this.
enough. Me too, because
Really
we have to
excited.
order ours on Sunday when everybody else orders theirs on Sunday. And Jackie and I were just discussing
Disgusting.
discussing how we were going to get our CutterPillar cutting mat.